My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, specifically the Darkest Raptopia State the Second is name. We've got this Brigand 16-pounder that we've just unleashed over here in the Weald. It can be killed by a high-level party. Basically, the Brigand 16-pounder, you need the ability to take out the mobs, the trash mobs, as they spawn. But you also need to take out the Fuse Man, and the Fuse Man is a little bit dodgy, a little bit rough to hit, needs a little bit of accuracy. So someone like Leolof is going to be really good at doing that, especially with the fact that the Thrown Dagger is going to buff her accuracy to herself. And on top of that, you need the ability to hit pretty much any line, so you can guarantee that you can get that guy down. So basically, I'm taking a party that was actually quite successful over in the courtyard. It is Lulia, who is a Warrior of Light, Warrior of Light, quick reflexes, as well as a Weald Explorer, which is going to be super handy here. Means that I don't have to take the map. We've also got Fakeharp, who is an Eldritch and Beast Slayer, as well as has a hard noggin. Beast Slayer and Eldritch being two of the things that are going to be most tested in the Weald. We've got Relay, because Relay is pretty much my only high-level occultist, and I need a second-line healer for this mission. Not really much other than say to that. And Leolof, who's just damage. So let's go kill this Brigand 16-pounder. The reason that we're doing this right now is because this Trinket actually makes up for a lot of things that I really wanted. It has +2 speed on a backliner, so someone who's using range damage, plus 10% of their damage, as well as +3 to their crit. It's pretty roundly good. It's basically kind of like an accompany piece to Whereabouts Are We? The Prophet's Eye. Increases the speed, increases the accuracy, and lowers the stress if you're in a back position. But this is going to be more damage-centric and more damage-focused, so you'd pair this with a Sun Ring or something like that. And then you'd be just a little bit faster, just a little bit more, well, 20% more damaging because of the combination with the Sun Ring, and the extra chance for a crit is really big on certain characters who already have a reasonable base crit. Or characters that crit just hard when they do, which of course my backliners typically are like that. So, we have a pretty standard set out here. I don't know if I take the old unit standard. Rampart. 140, so 165, which means that there are going to be characters that we don't immediately stun. Okay, so I don't take that. I take Rampart Shield, Sun Ring. Sun Ring. Crumbs. Of course. Accuracy. You know what? You're using stuns more often than the damage from the accuracy from the Sun Ring. So I'm going to give you the Signet Ring. That'll give you your 10 accuracy. It'll also give you some protection, just in case you don't dodge the thing that someone's trying to hit you with. And then on top of that, I'll give you your kind of standard Demon's Cauldron. So front two line are stunners. Then all damage up in that back. Booty full of damage. All right. Lulia, which one do you want? Okay, who's slower? Whew, only a bit, but it's Lulia. Leolof does speed herself up when she drinks the tonic potion, Toxin Trickery. So I should keep that in mind. I guess you're going to go Dismas's Head, and that means Lulia is going to go for the Crescendo box. So 11 and 12 for our speed rolls in the back line. That should mean that they act quick enough on the back of one another to focus down characters in the back line that we might otherwise not be able to get to before they have an action. Double stun, double damage. We've got a reasonable heal. We've got a self-heal. We've got a self-removal of dots. We've got double guard. We've got stress heal. I'm not super happy with the fact that the Houndmaster is in 3rd rather than 4th, but I have had to run this party before and it worked out completely fine at the time. I'm kind of insane for not always having 2 people in this building. So let's try and get 2 people in this building. Yeah, I don't really want to lock any of those in. You know what? I'm not gonna try and make equivocation and choose which is the best or anything like that. I'm just gonna remove the negatives much more indiscriminately than I have been recently. Vote in, remove Warren's Phobe, because it's really important that you have the ability to go to the Warrens. It's actually real good. And we also need to find our party again. Crumbs. Should be at the top, right? Yeah. Because Relay actually needs to level up. I'm also going to level up all of your curses. It's going to be a little costly on the forefront, but it might be important. You already have the ability to use your debuffs as a just offhanded thing, just thanks to the fact that you have the Demon's Cauldron. So this will allow me to sub them in if I feel they're necessary. Okay, Cat 3. Probably closer to that. Like 4, just 1 more than I usually would take. I'll take a full stack of 4 shovels. Take a couple more torches. No, I'll take normal torches. Final fight. What am I going to need there? There are a couple things that will inflict bleed. Is anything going to debuff me in the final fight? Not really. It'll debuff my bleed resist, if anything. That's the big fellas doing shank. Yeah, there's nothing else that I really want to take here. I guess I could take Laudanum, but it's not entirely necessary. Alright. I think we're set. Just make sure everyone has trinkets, because I've done that mistake before, and I do not want to repeat it. No, sir, thank you.
Eager to end the tiresome domestic distraction, I instructed my newly formed militia of hardened bandits, brigands, and killers to go forth and do their work. Compliance and order were restored, and the noisome population of the hamlet was culled to more manageable numbers. The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
I'm really glad that we didn't have to... Ooh, nice. Take a map in order to get the scouting here. Selfish pendant. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, we have a very clear room that the boss is in.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption.
Makes life super easy for me.
With misintent.
Alright, I have people that are good enough at trap removal that I'll try and get the trap removed just for the sake of stress. Works out. Not a champion level Shambler when it doesn't actually give me a Shambler trinket anymore. I have all of the trinkets that they can give you, so there's actually no benefit to killing them anymore except for, oh, this'll be a cool fight, but it will actually just tank my ability to do this dungeon. So I hope you won't hold it against me, but that's a bad idea, and I'm not doing it. Ah, balls to you. You know the frustrating thing there? We're actually the same speed as her? I thought we were faster. Rabies. Thanks. I guess she can remove the disease from herself, so. Less bad than it could be, but it's still pretty bad. Nice. They all outsped her. Yikes, her roll must have been abysmal. I'm gonna have to go for that heal because I'm never gonna have other times to do it. I'm gonna have to go for a stun here because I don't really have anything else. Oh, yikes. We're looking for some good action from this big boy here. That counts as lukewarm action. Nice dodge. It's a shame that I had to overkill by that much, but it did prevent an action. Good self-heal. If I get out of here with just taking a couple ticks from those bleeds, I'm just so pleased. We could easily kill this Harrying Gnasher before its turn. Kind of like that. Beautiful. Now the fight is locked down. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10.
Give them no quarter.
Feel the earth move, and then we could have we could get a map here. That'd be nice. Alright, whoever is interacting with it, I need to remove their stressful items. You have photomania, so it's definitely going to be you, bud. I'll remove the items that increase the amount of stress that you take. Then you can examine that.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
Alright, rather than just collecting, let's have a look through this stuff. Holy water's probably the next thing that I want. Then the money to stack into what we have. Definitely want that bust. More than I want this selfish pendant. Yeah, that's not actually going to make it home. The key, sure. Bandage, sure. Beautiful. It's not that I needed to evaluate each of those. Well, actually, hang on. It's not that it wouldn't have been easier to just click, you know, collect all, but I wanted to know what I was actually getting, because as soon as I see like a screen that big with that many items, my eyes just glaze the fuck over immediately. And I can't take in the information. I need to go through it sequentially. Oh, crumbs. If I stun this one, then the... never mind. I'll just stun the other one with the frontliner. 12. Good.
The onslaught. Destroy them.
Come on. Yikes. I was really hoping that Fake Hunt would move faster than that. Lock the Cultist Champion out of getting a turn. Thanks to the speed rolls, the Fungal Bombard is probably going to act faster than the Fungal Claw. Oh, these crits! That's not exactly what I was looking for there, but you know.
Maintain the offensive.
You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you might just find that you get what you need. That kind of thing. Alright. Let's take out the least protected target first, plus the one that actually does damage while it's not marking a target. Good stun.
Decimated.
Overkill. I don't know why. There was just like a signal that fired off in my brain that along the lines of, you know what's a good idea? This. Should have thrown the dagger there. Actually would have done more damage. Alright, perfect. Almost everyone back on full health. 80% stun resist is 180. It's 30% for the stun. Not gonna roll it. I could have bellowed there if I really wanted to get a couple more turns out of this, but I don't. Not 100% necessary. It is worth noting, Leeloff is already super accurate, so at the moment, rabies ain't that bad.
A decisive pummeling.
It could be quite roundly worse. I am gonna go complete no money on this. Just because I do eventually have to build the Athenium or whatever it's called. That day won't be today, but it will come around. I actually have enough Dark Crowns now, which is such a great feeling to be enjoying.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
It'd be nice to get a different positive quirk on some of these characters, because a lot of them have locked in the good ones that they have, and then everything else, I take it or leave it, remove it. I don't give a shit. This is the problem subset, the humans, because I don't actually have bonuses against these humans.
And power.
A pull on the infamous Fusilier there actually would have been amazing as well. I want you to know that is a thing of which I am aware. I almost certainly should have done it as well. What's that? 70% move resist. You'd be 140% for the pull chance, so it's only a 70% chance that that really comes back to bite me. Sorry, a 30% chance that comes back to bite me. That's reasonable. Those aren't long odds. Okay. Oh, I really should have checked the damage numbers there. I was just certain that we were going to deal enough damage. I guess No Sun Ring, right? That doesn't account for the huge difference there, but it accounts for a bit of it. I just gotta make sure this big boy in the backyard did not do that much damage. That'll help. Yeah. Yeah, it'll help. Alright. I can't believe you got an action. Wow. What's your speed? 5. 7, 5. Why are you faster than my 7? My 8, actually. Wow, that's a bad roll. My speed, then. Should have just yelled at him.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
8 damage should prevent that. I do have 3 Eldritch Slayer's rings, and I usually have a healer on my team, so I don't actually need that. Do, however, or rather I do, need a opportunity to have my occultist heal himself. Yeah, what's the worst thing you can do? Give me rabies? Been there, got that. The gift card too. Alright. Bleed. I'm actually gonna yell at them. Prevent that from happening. Would have been lovely if that also debuffed the Corrupting Giant. Unfortunately, it didn't, but that's okay. I can cover for him. 130, 45% chance to actually hit the stun against him. God, these crits don't stop till I walk in. And then they don't stop from there on out. It's a very poor way to phrase that, but the sentiment is all there. I'm actually just going to guard this big boy. Give myself a little bit of protection.
A death by inches.
Probably going to be something like Confusion Balls, and then I'm going to feel really stupid. I feel really stupid. Oh, look! I knew it was going to happen. We deal so much damage with these up the front anyway that I'm not finding too many problems with this. I mean, it even forces our healer to be a healer right now. The only thing is it did not give us the ability to stun, which has, wow.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
That's unfortunate. As much as I want to deal the damage here, I'm not okay with the possibility that the Corrupted Giant might roll really quickly. Okay, good.
Singular strike.
Because it could have just moved fast enough to take her out before I got a heal. Yeah, so Leoloth has 33 max HP, and that just did 34 damage. Let me just do some quick math here. There was no way that we weren't going down to death's door there. Ugh, we're missing a lot of health. This is the kind of party that becomes a little unfortunate. I'm actually gonna guard you again. Good hit. This is the kind of party that becomes really unfortunate when everyone's on low health, because we've got a single health target healer. So if we don't hit those big numbers, like that 22 that we did just hit, I do want to note, I'm really pleased about that. Thank you very much. Fuck, I'm dumb. Thankfully, that only did 1 damage, but I'm still dumb. Get it.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
I probably should have just had the last person out close the door there. Might have gotten an extra heal off, who knows? With only 2 shovels yet left, I don't think I can do that. Crumbs! I knew I should have brought more shovels. Right. Take out the Fungal Bombard. Ooh, if I go with a lunge, we have non-critical options for killing it before it takes a turn. No, but we also have a bunch of other characters that are... that was such a low roll. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna stun you and deal with you later. Stun as many of them as I can. Have only one action come out. Unfortunately, this could easily blight one of my characters, and that'd be kinda shitty. Here we go. Oh, that's gonna suck. Yep. It's another 9 damage. I don't have anti-venoms here. Come on, really? I have to waste another action on him. Right, pump the torch, because could use it.
The ground quakes.
I mean, it's fine to crit, but it's not gonna matter if we have a dead dude on our hands. You need to heal. You can't not heal right now. Thank you for resisting, at least. There we go. Attack him. I really wish the person on low health was Lulia so that I had like a reliable self-heal that I could just lean on. Okay, stun you, out of position, make you harmless. You know what? Since we're never using the stun on relay, I'm actually just gonna move forward. Because we can have Leolof Toxin Trickery in the worst case scenarios here. Remove her own blight as well as make herself harder to hit. Alright, are you dead? Yeah, you're dead before you ever get a meaningful action. That's actually something that I should use as a way of talking about things. Instead of talking about getting actions, I should talk about whether or not a target, an enemy, is going to have any meaningful actions. Like this action that is about to happen, is nothing. It's a harmless swipe. Same thing, often that's something that happens when you move someone out of position and they have a meaningless turn. I'm actually going to do the self-heal here. I'm not in a rush to kill the big boy up the back. It's worth rolling. Roll that one earlier. Yeah. There you go, harmless swipe. Doesn't hit a bleed. If I could have the last person out shut the door after healing Leolof, I would be so happy. This is just gonna stack in a little damage in the bleed. Leolof, you just act faster. You sit calm for a moment. Yikes. Slow you down. Didn't even work. Tiny heal. Yikes. Alright. Best case scenario for us is next turn we get the occultist to act earlier in the turn order. Stress heal does nothing. I just need the man-at-arms to act last. Beautiful. Whatever, that's the best we can get done.
Ghoulish horrors.
Brought low and driven into the mud. Brought low and... No. Too gravelly. Yikes, didn't get a scout. This is going to be annoying. Okay, most blight resistant is Leolof. I forgot about that. Yeah, I kind of need all of these. As much as I want the crests, I can't really take them.
The match is struck.
This is our third blighted crone. Nice, that's a high roll on our damage. And we can finish it before it gets an action. That's really powerful. It's okay if only one other person gets rabies, because the snuff box will cure both at the same time. I can steal a whole turn from them right now, which is just... ooh, lovely. One down. Never mind. They were going to move forward anyway. Wee little eensy beensy bit of a heal. This is a really shit speed roll for our backliner up here.
Obliterated.
She's supposed to go first.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I need to stop leaning on the torches because I apparently didn't bring enough. Oh, I just threw away a holy water. Okay. Oh, both of those were real low rolls. Wow. Wow! Okay, we basically low rolled everyone's damage, the lowest it could have been. If any of them rolled like reasonably or high, we would have taken her out handily. But that didn't happen. That's not how that resolved.
To a killing blow.
Yeah, as a result, this is gonna fucking suck. Uh-huh. Yikes. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. Good heal, though. Couldn't have crit on it, but it is fine. It's good heal. Wow, nice dodge. See what I mean? World's working against me right now. All right, yeah, since this guy has the mark on... Can we not have that happen? Wow. Fuck you forever. Okay. Well, he is going to have a death door tick. I can't stop that from happening now. Since my protection had to come out super late in the turn orders.
Impressive.
Yeah, thanks. Now, are you dead? You, who I've worked and spent so much in doing with? Are you dead now? Is that it? Are you now dead? Are you dead? Don't be dead. Oh, come on. You know I don't care about fake comp. You're no Major General. Bye. Alright, I guess we're fucking done. I put so much work into Relay. The low rolls were ridiculous. Yes, we could have focused on... Okay, so how could we have mitigated that? We could have focused on stunning the front two liners instead of ditching, like, out front two liners. So that's the Man-at-Arms and the Occultist. Instead of using their attacks to try and take out the third liner and prevent her actions, we could have used them to forestall the Cultist champions in the front lines, the ones that actually dealt all the damage. It's also worth noting, the one that I was actually trying to kill, I don't believe was the one who marked me, so the other one still would have marked me, which meant that the Cultist champions were still going to be acting. What else could we have done? We could have tried to guard with the Lulia in the second round. We could have guarded with the Houndmaster. That would have helped. That would have helped. We also could have pumped the torch, although it's worth noting we don't really have that many torches for the rest of the dungeon. So it's reasonable that I had to kind of lay off on the torch pumping, which meant that we don't have a lot of sun rings active in this battle, which also lowered our damage output and lowered our accuracy for a couple of those shots. Although it's worth noting the person who actually missed was the person who isn't holding a sun ring. They're holding a different trinket. Yeah, no, a lot of that could have been done better, but that was also really unlucky to low roll 3 people's damage in a row. Speaking of low rolls, making it really, really difficult to recover. Well, you know, the thing that annoys me most about that is I really need an Occultist in the high level, and Relay was just getting there. In fact, Relay was level 5, not level 6. So kind of having them, how to phrase this politely, eat shit so hard they died? That's pretty polite. It's a tough cookie to swallow. A little bit of a shit sandwich there. Well, I guess we're out of here.
So too will resistance.
You have a nighttime prevention.
A spark without kindling. is a goal without hope.
In Hound's Watch. I guess we could Gallows Humor and... Gallows Humor, Snuffbox, Hound's Watch. Yeah, that's pretty good. No, but Hound's Watch Therapy Dog is really good as well. Gallows Humor is... yeah, too expensive. Okay. Will Hound's Watch... all companions... It's just the two of you. That's 20 stress removed, whereas Gallows Humor could be a lot more. I guess it's going up against Gallows Humor. Rough. Rough. That did not work out well. Alright, remove your rabies. I guess one of you should encourage the other. Yikes.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Well, the next party that I'm going to be taking to the...
It is the fire that tempers.
The next party I'm going to be taking to the Brigand 16 Pounder is almost certainly, and by almost certainly, I mean 100% certainly, don't talk to me, going to be including a Vestal, just for the more reliable healing. I feel like, especially considering the amount of bleeds and blights in this area, not having a reliable heal is... or having an unreliable heal is much more detrimental than... it should be. Tactician last game. Wasting Sickness doesn't really matter that much, especially considering Leerloff can remove it and remove it on someone else. And I think Luli is already hardy to it. Cedarmania needs to be removed, definitely, though. Just with Cedarmania, you can't take them to the Warrens, you can't take them to the Weald.
Let each help the other, and in so doing, help themselves.
Level restrictions removed for the next quest. Feeling strong and powerful after challenging the flesh. Wow, Renishard is super powerful right now. Nice. But, yeah. Whew, that's a... Whew. Yikes. Alright. Well, at the very least, we got their trinkets back. I guess Pitu is going to be the next person to actually get to use them. Being a level... Wow. We only have one occultist left. I go through occultist so... Ooh, occultist. Photomania! I mean, you do have the Yips and Necromania, which both need to be removed, but Photomania is so good on an occultist. Consider the fact that I just had one with Photomania. Precise Striker and On Guard for a Bounty Hunter ain't bad. But we do need Digby.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
Alright. Well, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be all for this episode. That fight quite roundly kicked my ass. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves regardless, and hopefully we will see you on some sort of the next time or a future event against such a foe. See you around.